Hey, this is John Carlos, and I'm here with a follow-up to my previous lightsaber review because I saw quite a few recurring questions over and over in the comments of that video, so I thought I'd address some of those questions here. First question is all about the size of the damn thing. The length is just over 11.5 inches. You're looking at 11 6/8. Going around your average kind of middle section there is about 5.5 inches. The smaller middle section is like just under, about 5 1/4, and then like the thicker bits up here, just under 6 inches. Yeah, same thing back here, 6 inches. Thickest part in the back is like 6 1/4. The thickest part right here before you get to the emitter is just about 6 1/4. With the blade in it, it is 42.5 inches long. And just the blade itself is 34 inches long. So even at a diagonal angle, this would not fit in your biggest carry-on luggage if you're, coming to the parks and, flying home. Your best bet is to disassemble the blade and put it on your secondary, like, shopping bag or personal bag, if you have a big enough personal bag that this could stick out of. Next question. All about the batteries. Yes, you can replace the batteries. They are housed inside this thing. You have to undo that screw, and you can put 3 AAA batteries in here. That's what this runs on. 3 AAA batteries. Next question. Are the parts swappable between sabers? Because there are different styles, but are the parts swappable between the styles? And the answer is yes, because no matter what, it's still the same 5 basic sections to a saber, with the same plastic core to them. So that just screws right on. And look, there we have 2 different bits lined up onto each other, like so. We even swap out the top section here. In fact, while we're at it, I'll just show you what this saber looks like completely naked. This is your plastic core to the saber. See? There you go. Completely swappable parts, so if you have more than one style, you can swippy swap all the pieces between them. Lastly, a lot of people have been asking me if this is good for dueling in combat. Now you just saw that it's a plastic core with metal casing that goes around it, and it's a string of LEDs inside a thin wall. So I would recommend, no, don't use it for dueling. I also talked to my friend Stephanie, who's a member of Saber Guild, and she also does not recommend you use this for combat. First thing is the fact that the blade just kind of twists and clicks into place. I mean, it's designed to stay into place, but for the degree that which you might be fighting with this, I don't think it's very safe to rely on that to stay in place. The fact that it's just twist and click. Same thing with the kyber crystal inside, that's your source of light. Like if you want it to stay lit, I wouldn't rely on that staying in place. I mean, I think it would stay in place for standard play. It's spring-loaded and it's sturdy, but if you're going to be whacking this around really, really hard, I wouldn't rely on that. Same with the grips here. It's just twist metal. Like, I don't think you should be relying on something that's can twist apart while you're using it. That simple twist while in motion could throw you off and might be a little dangerous. Lastly, if you start hitting this a lot, you're going to break the LEDs inside. Again, I think this is a toy that's great for kids to use. I don't think it's going to break through normal play. Also, it's a good toy for adults who like to have fun to use. But if you're going to start really aggressively swinging this around and hitting someone in combat with it, I think you're going to break the LEDs over time. Now, if you're serious about combat sabers, there are plenty of people who make them, like Ultra Saber, KR Saber, Saber Forge. But if you're serious about dueling with someone, you should not get your combat saber from a theme park. So there you go. Hopefully you found something in this video helpful. Thanks Stephanie for the info, and thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. And if you want, you can follow me on social media. I'll put up some links right now.